Hello everyone, it's Costa here, and along with Sue Martin and all of the team at the Australian Association of Environmental Education New South Wales chapter, I just want to take a couple of minutes and recognise each and every one of your efforts in environmental education this year. It's the awards time, and like everything this year, it had to go online, but that didn't stop the team from putting together a fantastic recognition of so many of you and your work. As a review of the year, where do you begin? I mean, talk about change, talk about having to adapt, talk about an incredible disturbance of the way things have been done. And as educators, we know that a disturbance is one of the richest and most fertile opportunities to adapt and implement change. Yes, it's disturbing. Yes, it does push everyone out of the comfort zone. Yes, there's a shift, and being uncomfortable is really in many ways what we do as educators, because when we have to embed change, it means that we do have to make people think, and that does force an element of discomfort. And this year has been a massive example of it. We've had to communicate in new and different ways. We've had to build new connections. We've had to overcome the fear and uncertainty, but still maintain that drive to seek, to search, and to ask those questions that we ask as educators, to bring out solutions, to craft answers into actions. And, you know, community and education, from the point of view of its importance this year, I don't think it's ever been more important, particularly environmental education and its therapeutic benefits. The power of being outside and the power of doing things, taking action, is something that's helped people through these difficult times. So with that as a backdrop, it's fantastic that the team have gone ahead and maintained the awards for 2020. Moving into the awards themselves, I just want to acknowledge that I'm coming to you on this occasion from Gadigal and Bidigal land of the Eora, and I'd like to acknowledge elders past, present, and most of all as educators emerging, because these are the young people that are taking on the stewardship that will see their futures unfold, particularly from an environmental point of view, and the world they'll not only inherit but help regenerate and nurture. So it's wonderful. It's wonderful to see the awards that and the addition of a few awards to this year. But one thing that I did when I was reading all the recipients and the nominees, to all of you nominees, rest assured that your work as a nominee or your work as an actual category winner is as valuable as each other's, because that's what this organisation and that's what environmental education is about. It's really about building modular solutions that others can replicate and adapt to their conditions. So to the 7 award winners, thank you for taking the baton, and use that baton, swing it around, make noise, get it out there so more people hear not only about your work, but the work of all the educators associated with A squared E squared. This was some of the words that I came up with just out of looking at the nominations and how they were crafted, because we are about language. The language we use crafts the narrative. And these were some of the themes that I pulled out: awareness, understanding, engagement, ownership, philosophy, acronyms, they're important. They've got to be catchy. Embed, focus, little green steps, sense of stewardship, networks, repair, training trainers, drought and bushfire awareness, online platforms, audits, monitoring, data. Data is key. Data is king in the work we do. Ecologically entrepreneurial and partnerships. All of these words, all of this dialogue, all of that language is what informs the work of all of you, all of us as environmental educators. I mean, this t-shirt, I love this t-shirt. If I could tell you how many people ask me about this when I wear it, and to me, that's beyond an acronym, that's embedding the language by getting people to ask the question as opposed to deliver. And this is what we all do. It's what you all do so well. So when I look at the awards and their evolution, it's just wonderful to see. Okay, this year we had the Return and Earn Program Leader. Wonderful new award with a backing of a new system and approach to recycling. So Julie Rogers from Lucas Heights, congratulations. But then we're going through and throwing the blanket over all areas of environmental education. The Early Learning New South Wales Educator of the Year, Ashley Spillane. Then we go to the New South Wales Government Environmental Ed of the Year. Good on you, Jules Strukowski. New South Wales Community Environmental Ed, Guido at the Bower. Community education, so from early learning to community to sustainable schools. New South Wales Teacher of the Year, Christopher Yates. Fantastic pathway you've shared for decades, Christopher. Sustainable Schools New South Wales School of the Year. So we're talking secondary. So we've got early childhood, primary, secondary, community, and then, and that was Sustainable School of the Year was DAPTO. And then of course, we had the tertiary. This was a new award, the Tertiary Environmental Educator of the Year, which was Professor Leslie Hughes, who then went on to be the overall New South Wales Environmental Educator of the Year. So it's wonderful to see that as an organisation, we are covering early childhood right through to tertiary, community and beyond. So to each and every one of you working in those fields, I offer as an organisation, as A Squared, E Squared, you have our continuous support. Touch base. Let's utilise this network of everyone involved to help promote, drive and develop the adaptability, resilience and diversity we need to confront the challenges that are ahead. It's wonderful to have been able to have the awards this year under the conditions, and to everyone involved, to the people who are working with the nominees, to the people working with the category winners, to each and every one of you. Thank you for your ongoing efforts. Thank you for being role models. Continue to shine that light out on the work that we all do. Let people know about this year's nominees and winners. Share their love, share their passion, so that we can reflect and take all of this wonderful action into 2021. I'll sign off for now. A big congratulations to everyone involved and to all the winners again and all the nominees. Have a great break at the end of this year. It's been an incredibly different year, and rejuvenate so we can all regenerate in 2021.